What's up, everybody, and welcome to episode 7 of the Lollipodcast. And today I'm joined by the wonderful trombonerist.
I'm back again.
Yeah, he's here again. And we have Jezzer again, too.
What?
Yeah.
It seems like it's the same crew every week.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's kind of us.
I get forced to do it. I don't have a choice.
Yeah, exactly. Because I told him, if you're not coming on the podcast, I'm driving down to New Jersey, and I am stealing your cookies.
Oh, fuck, I gotta go hide those things.
And so he's here every week now.
Yeah, those are some really good cookies.
Don't steal his cookies. What about you, Jezzer? Why the hell are you here?
I don't know.
Good answer. Alright, let's start. So, actually, I have a few announcements to do before we get to the main topic, which I know is very interesting, according to Trombone.
Yeah, totally. What's the topic again?
Oh god, alright. So we have a few announcements to do. First, we're on Spotify now. So,
Yeah.
at least the first episode for now.
We're on Spotify?
We are.
I don't get it.
Like a week.
So yeah, God, alright, Trombone. I'm not even surprised he doesn't know about it at this point, but whatever. Yeah, we're on Spotify. First episode available right now. The next, I should try, I'm gonna try to keep up with YouTube. We should have all the episodes up to 7, during the week, so look forward to that. If you ever want to listen to our stupid asses in your car or at work or whatever, you can. Another announcement is that Trombone finally got his, better internet, and so,
Yes, yeah. I'm so excited. You don't understand.
Yeah,
so excited.
It's not lagging anymore. Everything's should be working fine.
The best part is we got an extender for up here as well. So I have a Wi-Fi extender. I have a little table I have to set up, but up here the Wi-Fi is great. It's just my phone reception is god awful here because I live in the woods.
You live in the woods?
Yes, I do live in the woods. I joke about living in the middle of nowhere. It's technically true.
Well, but I don't know. I thought you lived in a not a big town, but kind of outside of town. If that makes sense. But
I don't actually. It's really hard to explain. But we're in the wood. We have houses around us and everything. We're just down a really long road with sub roads and such. And there's houses with us and such. It's just that we're a quarter mile off the road. So we don't have to really ever see anyone. Only people we see are the houses on the road that is actually right next to our road.
Okay.
So it's really weird to explain, but if you were here, you would understand.
Yeah.
Nice and quiet too, by the way. Recommend it.
That's great. Yeah. As long as the internet doesn't fuck up.
Yeah. I'm so glad. I'm done with Comcast, and we're now on Fios, and it was great. The guy he just wanted to get done though when he was here. He had to run literally a cable a quarter mile long down the driveway. And that's a pain in the ass. And then he had to get it into the house. And then he had to cut a hole in part of our part of the area so we could get the cord up to the router. And it was annoying. He didn't have a lot of fun.
Whatever, that's his job. So at least he did it. And now you have good internet. And now we can do this thing.
I'm so happy. I don't ever have to lag.
Yeah.
This is great.
These days are over. With Trombone having good internet, as we mentioned in earlier episodes, we're probably gonna go and do this thing live, probably next week, if everything goes as planned. We'll have to do some testing a little bit and figure out exactly what the format's gonna be for the live version of the episode, but like I mentioned, don't worry, it'll still be uploaded to YouTube and Spotify and other platforms eventually. We're looking at maybe iTunes and SoundCloud and stuff like that. We'll see how Spotify works, if everything is fine. If, people want in other platforms, we'll try to make it happen as well. So, yeah, we're working on it. Google Play, yeah. Well, might as well. I mean, I don't care. I'll put it anywhere I can.
I use Samsung. I use Android, so it would actually work for me.
So yeah, the way it's gonna work is basically we're gonna live stream the recording like we're doing, us talking right now, which means, if you look at the live version, you can see all the stupid shit Trombone says that I have to cut out afterwards. So that's behind the scenes content for you. So it'll be streamed on Twitch, on my channel, which is twitch.tv/lollipopomg. So if you don't want to miss it, make sure you follow the channel. And we don't have a schedule for the live stream because we usually record whenever our schedules are available. But the episodes will always come come out on Friday or Saturday morning on YouTube, depending on how busy I am. It's usually around those times, so yeah. We might live stream, like right now it's Thursday, sometimes we record on Monday, it depends, so...
Thursday's a great day to record. Actually, no, we got lucky this Thursday, because I don't have, work.
It doesn't give me a lot of time to edit, that's the thing. So, like, we try, depending on our schedules, to make it work the best every week. It's been working out so far, I'm surprised. Like, I remember in the first episode we were talking like, hey, maybe we should do it every 2 weeks or something, but so far, weekly's been working quite well.
Yeah.
Man, it's been 7 episodes and I'm still here. I've been here for every episode thus far.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird when you won't be here, actually. It's gonna be like...
I know. I'm just gonna leave one day and you're gonna be like, alright,
where's the dumbass? Where did he go?
Where's the dumbass?
I missed the dumbass. Bring him back.
My dumbass.
So yeah, I think that's about it for the announcements. Yeah, so since we don't have a schedule on Twitch, the best way to know when we're gonna be doing the live stream is to join our Discord, which the code is on screen right now. You can also check the description of this video, get the link to join. And we post, well, I post every time I go live on stream. I post every time there's a new episode of the podcast, and you can also be a part of the Q&A section and everything. Basically, if you want to keep up to date with the podcast, this is the way to go. You have all the info, you get a notification every time something interesting happens, and you don't miss anything. So make sure you join if you are interested in that. So yeah, I think that's about it for the announcements. So Spotify, make sure you go and listen over there if you like, and of course ratings really help us out for the algorithms and everything. Like, we're not that big of a podcast, and every share, every like, every comment really helps. So if you have time on your hands and you don't know what to do, you can always just head over to the Spotify link and just rate the podcast. It helps us out, and we appreciate it. Alright, so main topic of today, are zombies overused? You guys want to answer that right away? Do you think they're overused?
Yes and no.
Yes and no, okay.
Yeah,
why is that?
My answer is very contradictory. Well, I mean, they are used freaking everywhere. Like, most games have zombies. Like, they're everywhere. But at the same time, they don't always make sense. But I feel like they always make for, like, especially for video games, they always make for, like, a good, like, basic enemy of sorts.
Yeah, it's like the most common enemy any dev can use in their games, and they know people will like it, I guess.
Yeah, but at the same time, they don't always contextually make sense, but...
Which is why they would be overused.
Yeah, so that's why my answer is yes and no.
Yeah. Kind of in the same boat.
For me, I don't think I've ever seen a good zombie movie, and it's been a long time since I've seen a zombie movie. Actually, no. I take that back. I haven't seen a zombie movie at all. Back then, I was very scared of zombies as a whole. I had played COD Zombies, but that was about it. I was still scared shitless when I played it, but
you never saw like Zombieland or anything?
No, I've never seen Zombieland.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I am a little bit of a weirdo. I watch a lot of old stuff, and yeah, I don't watch Zombieland and such like that. But honestly, zombies, I think today they are very much overused and they're not used correctly. I know there was I can't remember the name of the musical, but there was a musical that used zombies, and it just seemed more of like a joke. Instead of being scared, it's people singing and just murdering zombies. There's nothing scary about it. I think if you're going to use zombies, they need to be for like a scare factor. You need like, it needs to be something scary. It can't be something lighthearted. Like, I understand, like, when I talk musicals, La La Land, it had a good theme. It was musical. It worked. But whatever that movie was, I saw a trailer for it. I didn't actually see the movie. I saw a trailer for it, and it's like, it just did not look like it was going to go in the right direction.
Well, the thing is, because zombies are overused, they're trying to find different ways to use them without always being the same thing, and thus some movies or games don't really have a scare factor. They're more like... I think the best example I have here, since I think most of the listeners are Call of Duty Zombies players, or at least they know what it is. I think the best example I can have is World at War versus Infinite Warfare Zombies.
Oh, World at War.
The difference between the two is just mind-blowing, and I mean, Infinite Warfare Zombies is such a different style. It's like, the zombies aren't scary at all, they're just there because, you know, It's zombies. You're in a fucking what's it called? Like a park, a play park or whatever.
Burger Town?
No, I'm not talking about exo zombies. I'm talking about Infinite.
Oh wait, no, Infinite Warfare. Yeah, you're in Zombies in Spaceland.
Yeah, but like it's what is it called in real life though? It's like
Carnival.
a carnival, something like that. Well, yeah, actually, carnival. The best example would be like Left 4 Dead 2, the carnival chapter. That shit is scary the first time you play it, and it's hard, and it's like,
Oh yeah.
you know, it's good shit. But then you play Infinite Warfare, they don't take themselves seriously at all. It's like zombies are goofy. There's music playing in the background of 80s and stuff. It's like you're just there to have a good time and kick some ass, you know. So I feel like zombies, you know, back when they first were introduced as a monster or whatever. Yeah, they were meant to be scary and people were scared of them, but after 30 years, people are trying to find new ways to still use them, and you know, they're not scary anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I honestly, the last couple of years and The Last of Us, technically, they weren't zombies. You know, they were spore-infected people, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah,
but I think out of all the games, not including like Left 4 Dead or Dead Rising and that such, I think out of like mainly story-driven games, The Last of Us in recent years, and yes, I know it came out maybe 6 years ago, but still, it's kind of recent. I think Last of Us used zombies or whatever. What were they called? Clickers, right? Yeah.
Yeah, clickers.
They use clickers, and basically the idea is that I think they used it in a great way because you were always scared going into a room. And then when you were separated from Ellie in one part, I'm not going to spoil it, but when you got separated for a tiny bit, you really were in a very dark elevator. You're in a very dark maintenance room, and there's zombies all around, and you have to either go around them sneakily, or you have to run and hope that God there's no jump scares.
Dude, like I don't know if you played it on hard difficulty, but holy shit, that section is hard.
I was scared shitless just because I get scared really easily.
Oh, it's really scary on hard because you can get a one shot. Like it's not even. It's fucking insane. Yeah, but man, I love Last of Us. But yeah, see, Last of Us is like the perfect example of what zombies, if they want to stay scary after 30 years, what they have to do is create something new and different and like expand on the jar. Because like what Last of Us did is that they changed the zombie. Like they're not actually zombies. They're like infected people or like clickers, right?
Yeah,
and.
Clickers.
You know, as humans, I think what scares us the most is the unknown, and so zombies have been so used that we all know everything about zombies. Oh, they're slow and stupid, they're attracted to sound, stuff like that, you know? And then you have Last of Us who comes here and is like, hey look, this is not a normal zombies and you don't know how to deal with this one. Figure it out. That scares you. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Like, even like there are times where you'll be like hiding in cover. And since, you know, they can't see you, if you're talking about clickers, they can't see you at all.
Yeah, they're blind. So, they're only attracted to noise.
And you can sit, like, right next to one, and they won't see you. But what's scary is, if you make, like, one sudden move, you're dead.
Oh, yeah.
If he's right next to you. That's how bad it is.
But that's what makes it interesting, though.
Yeah, I'm not saying, like, bad in a bad way. I'm, like, saying how, like, scary and how bad it is in a good way. So
yeah. Instead of just using generic zombies, you know, copying other movies or whatever, they actually like went and created a whole new virus, a whole new infection. Oh, yeah. And I think that's interesting because you have other games that do that, but they don't really succeed. I think, well, Left 4 Dead, I mean, to some extent, but I think Dead Island is a better example of like, yes, you have different types of zombies and they're mutated versions, and you know, you have like the basic charger and you know, the big guy and stuff like that. And yeah, they have different abilities, but they're so like they're unrealistic. They're just there because it changes up the gameplay. There's no other reason. Like it's not because of story or creative vision. It's just we need more enemies, you know.
World War Z actually, I think, hit it. Like I know they had the World War Z movie, but the World War Z game I think did a really good job at integrating different types of zombies.
It did,
now, mind you, there are times where it's kind of repetitive and it's just to add a flavor to the zombies. But I think overall, gameplay-wise, it's very interesting how they added them in, and it makes it very interesting when you're doing speedruns as well.
It wouldn't be... Like, the game would be very boring if it wasn't for the special zombies.
Yeah, it would
Like,
also be a little bit easier if the freaking lurkers weren't hiding around every
yeah,
freaking
okay,
corner.
the lurkers are a bit annoying, I'll give you that. But yeah, like the huge hordes in this game are really impressive, but they're not that hard to take down. Like, if it wasn't for the special zombies, because you can control the horde. What fucks up your control of a horde is the special zombies fucking you over. So you have to keep an eye on the special zombies while you try to keep control on the horde, That's what makes it interesting. Whereas games like Dead Island, you have this one single special zombie with, like, and you just have to take him out. It's kind of like a mini boss, and it's just very repetitive, and it's always the same guy. And it sounds like I'm hating on Dead Island. I love Dead Island, but I'm just saying it's not very creative compared to like World War Z or Left 4 Dead, that I think just hit it perfectly, with special zombies.
I've never been a big Dead Island fan, to be honest. I tried so many times, and I completed it once, but I don't know. Nothing really grabbed my attention. I was kind of bored of the gameplay and such.
I can see that. I mean, it's not the most interesting or appealing story, and like,
but
I think I played it so much back in the day because it was a good co-op game to play with your friends, and there was a lot of content. That's about it. The gameplay was fun, but you can say that for any game, I guess. Mm-hmm.
Like, you could even say Borderlands 1. Like, Borderlands 1, talking about the co-op games, it had a zombie DLC in it, and that was just kind of a very lame story. I'm going to admit it. I love Borderlands the one to death, but the way they implemented zombies was just very lame and very...
Borderlands doesn't need zombies. It's like... It doesn't. Yeah.
And they actually added, in the pre-sequel, talk about filler zombies real quickly, they added a section in like mid-game, and you're just walking to do something else. But they added a section where there's infected people because something happened on the space station. I forget exactly what it was, but they only added them in really was something to fight on your way to go somewhere else to fight more people. And it just felt kind of like, man, why are these guys here? They served no other purpose other than being in that one section.
Yeah. Well, at least in Borderlands 1, it was like a bonus DLC. It wasn't part of the main story, I guess.
And it's a decent DLC. It's not my favorite, and I don't really like it too much.
See, I think because you mentioned filler zombies, a lot of games do that where they're like, okay, we need a type of enemy, let's add a fucking zombie in here, let's go, boys. I think the worst for me is probably Tomb Raider.
Never played the zombie mode in that yet.
So, in Rise of the Tomb Raider, you have a DLC which is in the Croft Manor, and it's basically a nightmare. It's not canon, it's not real, but it's still zombies in Tomb Raider, even if it's a DLC. And I'm just like, why? Why do we need a section where Lara is killing zombies in a house, like a horror house? Like, how is that Tomb Raider? You know what I mean? Like, I get it's a DLC, it's bonus content, and I'm like, yeah, alright, whatever, I'll play it because it's there, but really, I feel like it was very unnecessary and just there to exploit the whole zombie hype, about in video games, which, I mean, I guess it was alright. I completed it once, but I wouldn't go back and play it. That's for sure.
They added, if I'm correct, for endurance mode, I think they have a card that has zombies with it, so like you can use it and then it replaces enemies with zombies, if I'm correct. I think
maybe. I don't know. Well, they're not like really zombies. The thing is, like, it's so lame, okay? They're literally like a reskin of the other enemies with blood on them and a mask, and they have a knife as a weapon.
Oh, so that's lame.
They have like the same animations as an enemy with a knife. Like they don't bite you or anything. Like they're not actually zombies. And I'm like, yeah, they could have at least made a real fucking zombies with animations and everything. Might as well go all in, So it felt kind of lame. I don't know. What about you, Jezzer? Is there like any game that has zombies in it that you think shouldn't?
I don't really think so. I mean, I've played a couple of games with zombies, but I'm not such a zombie fan that I play like... You know what, actually, I think... Which game was it? I can't remember. It was a first-person game, like a PvP game. But for some reason, it had a survival mode with zombies, and it's super lame, because the entire point of the game is like the PvP, and how fighting other people with like different tactics and stuff is like pretty hard. But in the zombies, they just freaking hit you, and then you destroy them. So it's just like going through hordes
It kind of reminds me of Rainbow Six when they added that limited time zombie mode thing.
Oh yeah, it's kind of like that.
I mean,
They should
it
add it
was
back.
fun, but I don't know why it was limited game mode. Like, I don't know, it was weird, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you know what game? I don't think there should be zombies, even though they're not zombies, but it's pretty much the exact same thing. It's fucking Call of Duty Ghosts.
There's zombies in Call of Duty Ghosts?
No,
It's
no.
not zombies. It's like the copy of zombies, but with
Extinction.
aliens.
Oh, extension.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, that's shit. That
Yeah, it's really
look,
bad. It
It-
shouldn't
alright.
even be in the
There's
game.
It was a
there's
cool
a whole
idea.
debate. There's a whole debate about like, oh, people are shitting on it because it's Ghost, but it's not that bad. I'm like, man, have you played it? Like, it's so
I really-
shit.
Yeah, it's
I really
not
want to go through it
good.
and play it all. I want to finish that extinction mode just so I can say I did it.
It's so repetitive. Like, every
Yeah.
match you play, you do the same shit over and over. I don't see the appeal. Like,
There
I
isn't even,
tried
like, a
to like
real
it.
objective in it. It's just like, yeah, kill them, get points, buy guns.
Yeah, it's like, there, I dropped you here with my chopper, go destroy some big fucking, like, gobbly fucking alien rocks, and then go back in the chopper. That's it, you're done.
Yeah.
And if you want to do another map, well, guess what? $15, fucker. Give me money.
Yeah.
Like, man, really, one map? And, like, maybe the other maps are better. I don't know. But I'm not gonna pay fucking $50 to find out.
Oh no.
You know? So, if you enjoy Extinction, good for you. Fuck
You
Ghost.
just shed on it. We're sorry.
I mean, you can have your opinion, that's fine. But,
I can't. I'm sorry. My
it's
opinion's the right one.
garbage, though. You can't deny that it had more potential than what it was. Like,
They hyped Ghost up so much, and then it
God.
just didn't deliver.
dude, I was
Yeah, well,
actually watching, I don't know if you guys watch The Act Man.
Sometimes, whenever I feel like it.
Yeah, well, he just released a Ghost review, and every point he makes is, like, exactly how I feel about it. And I haven't played all that much of it, to be honest, but he was talking about, like, how they hyped it up and everything, and talking about the dog. The fucking dog in the campaign. It's like, yeah, it's just a fucking dog. Like, what?
Yeah, he's not that important. I forget what
Like-
happened to the dog.
It's so dumb. And how they're talking, like, with this new next-gen technology, when you swim in the water, the fish will run away from you. And then he
I don't
just
get
shows a clip of Super Mario 64 doing the exact same thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah, technology. That's for sure.
wow, next-gen. Yeah, it's kind of stupid, but
Wait, hold
yeah.
on. Get this, with this next gen technology, you'll be able to see just a tiny bit farther. And then there's fog everywhere.
Right?
You
Well,
just add fog to hide up where you can't see. It's alright.
Jesser, you actually like the Ghost campaign, don't you?
Yeah, it's the one campaign I enjoyed the most.
I hate the fact. Oh wait, can I spoil that or no? I need to know.
What, the ending?
I mean,
Yes. Does anyone care? I'm not going to say how it ends, but I'm going to say
mean-
what it ends on.
yeah, like don't say what the ending is, but it's a fucking huge cliffhanger.
yeah.
And it's like, what the fuck? I understand that Ghost wasn't well received, but you have to finish it. You can't leave me
Yeah.
like that. I really wanted to play the second Ghost.
It's the only
different
fucking
game.
campaign that I really want a sequel to, because
It was a good campaign.
I mean, yes, there were some missions that were like that weren't that good, and it's not, from a lot of people, it's probably not the best one, but
Hmm.
It was still a
I
decent
don't I
campaign.
don't know why, but the story of it, I just really liked it.
I never
Honestly,
played
it
it.
was
Like the bad guy who was a ghost before, now he's hunting them and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That shit is fucking awesome, and the way it ends is such a bummer that I know they're probably not ever gonna do a Ghost 2 because it was really badly received and it didn't make as much money as it should have for what the production costs were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, the campaign, I'm really bummed out about it.
I feel like
I
they
am as
wanted
well.
to do another trilogy with that, and that's why they did such a big cliffhanger, but then Activision was
yeah.
like, fuck that, you're not making another Ghost game.
Yeah, no, do something else because that shit didn't give us any money at all. But yeah, that's Activision for you.
Honestly, I want to go back and play that campaign again.
I should try it sometime. I never played the campaign.
It's not a bad campaign, minus a few missions, but
Well,
I really did enjoy the campaign.
I still like, there's people, the biggest complaint I've heard about the campaign story-wise is that your character doesn't say anything.
No,
and-
he doesn't. He's very mute.
Well, I mean, it's Call of Duty, so you can expect that, but the thing is, it's like everyone talks to you and everything. Everyone is like acting as if you're a character, but then your character doesn't say shit, so it doesn't ever feel like, you know what I mean? It's like monologuing you, which is a bit weird because then you have people exploding in front of you and shit. Your character doesn't even scream or anything. It's just like, oh my god, my friend just died in front of me. I don't give a fuck.
That was also some of the older Call of Duties. World at War had that. Call of Duty 4 had that. What else?
Well, every COD has this.
I mean, I feel like that's a good way to make it so you feel like you're the character.
Well, yeah, but
In
it's
kind of
I don't want to
way.
spoil it, but since it's like a brother kind of story thing, it's weird to have one brother talking to his other brother and him not responding at all.
Yeah.
It's like, imagine if, because what I liked about the World War II campaign was that your character would respond to your teammates on the field, and like you really had this bond with Russman, because you was that his name, Russman, I believe?
No,
that's the BO2 character. Whatever. Well, you really found like your best friend on the field, right? It really felt like there was a connection there for both characters, because they would talk to each other, they would respond to each other, and like if the guy gets shot, your character would react to that, Whereas in the older CODs, it's like, yeah, I guess it makes you feel more like like you're in the character, but if you compare it to, for example, Master Chief, right? I mean, Master Chief doesn't say anything while you're playing. Well, at least not in the first trilogy. It's only in cutscenes, So when you're playing as him, you feel like you're him, and when there's a cutscene, then it's like, okay, he's it's Master Chief talking now. It's not me. I'm not controlling him, and I feel like that's kind of what they should do. If they're gonna make a story about two brothers, they should at least talk to each other in cutscenes. You know what I mean? It just feels kind of weird. But like, again, I didn't play it. I don't know. That's just what I heard from other people.
Yeah. I mean, I get where that's coming from, but at the same time, I don't know.
Well, yeah, it's not like
it's
not like the worst thing ever, but
no.
That's it works sometimes in video games. It's one of the cool tricks they can do with storytelling in video games is when your character doesn't talk, and people talk directly to you, It can work. It can work really well, but I feel like if you're gonna tell a story about like two best friends or two brothers being in this together, well, you should probably make them both talk. But that's just my opinion.
You know what zombie game, going back on topic, zombie game that took from a TV show, or that implemented it very badly from a TV show? The Walking Dead Survival Instincts.
You really want to dig into this?
Yes, I do want to dig into that.
Holy crap.
Because I didn't play that game all the way through. I tried.
Oh, you played it?
I have it. I do have it.
That's the game where you save survivors and you hunt, you loot for gas and stuff, right?
Yeah, you're Daryl. You play as Daryl.
Yeah, that looked fucking awful.
it was pretty awful. I remember I watched a review video of it. I can't remember by who. If I find it, I'll show it later. But I watched a review video, and apparently I used to do a thing when I was a little kid where like you go to a door and you're scratching the door, you're pretending to get in, and then when your brother opens the door, you just continue scratching the door even when it's open, pretending that you're not in. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
The thing is, in that game, zombies actually did that, and I was like, what the fuck? And then there'd be random jump scares for no reason. The zombies, I don't know, like you could stand on top of a tanker and just look at the zombies, and they'll just have their arms out, staring up at you, doing nothing, trying to get you, just kind of looking at you like you won.
Yeah.
Their pathing, I believe, if I'm correct, was also pretty fucking awful. But
the zombie AI was fucking bad in this game. Just from watching gameplay, you can if you're on the other side of a fence and there's like 30 zombies on the other side, they can't fucking get you, and you just kill them through the fence, no problem. Like, I get that in the Walking Dead TV show they do that, but that's just it's just fucking dumb. Like, it's not a feature, okay? It's a fucking bug they didn't care to fix because they're like, we're too lazy to make them path around the fence, so it's
You know what my problem was? In every part of the game, you had hands on your character, and then there was one cutscene where you did not have hands.
What you didn't? What do you mean you don't have hands?
At the very end of the game, it's not the end of the game. At the towards the very end of the game, though, there is an explosion that happens, if I remember correctly, and your character gets flown back. The thing is, you see your guns hanging out there, and you look over the guns like, wait a minute, there's no hand on the gun, and then the kind of like moves with you as you're getting up, and you're like, wait a minute, I have no hands.
They forgot to put hands on your character?
Either that, or they just said, fuck it, we're not putting hands there. But I'm pretty sure they shouldn't put hands for a gun when you had guns out and such. And it bothers me. I don't know why, but it just completely bothers me.
That's fucking dumb.
It is. It's like
it really is.
I mean, I get looking down, you can't see your legs. I think that's kind of dumb. But
well, yeah,
not every game can support that, or not every game cares really, because you don't usually look down sometimes. But not having
Halo
hands,
did that back in 2004. If they can't fucking do it now with the technology we have, it's because they're fucking lazy, okay?
But not adding hands to a game is very, very
yeah, hands is a whole other deal. Yeah, no.
I don't know why, but it bothered me so much.
Oh yeah,
I'm like, fuck this.
For sure.
That's my hand about hands and zombies.
Oh god. You know, a game with zombies that has hands that is great is I don't know if you played Resident Evil 7.
I did not, but all I know is your character doesn't have a head throughout the entire game except for one cutscene.
So. Yeah, well, you don't. It's a first-person game. Most games with first-person don't make you have a head.
I know, but still.
I don't. Did you play it, Jezzer? You guys are pussies.
No,
I
would be scared shitless no matter what, so it wouldn't matter for me.
I want to play this in VR so bad, but I played it on Xbox, and you know, I don't want to spoil, but this happens at the very start of the game, so I'll just mention it. Most people probably already saw the footage of that, anyways. But there's a part where you get your hand cut off, and like, it's so fucking like, because you know, most of the time in video games, you're like, you see your character's hands in first-person shooters or whatever, right? And you have animations with your hands and shit. And it's like, your hands gets cut off, and you're like, what the fuck am I gonna do? Right? Turns out you don't have to do much, but, you know, it doesn't change really anything. But it's still a cool cutscene and everything. You're like, what the fuck? My hand just got cut off in a video game. It's like, I don't know, it was a really weird feeling.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine in VR how that must, like, fuck your brain up, like, whoa, is my hand being cut off? Wait, no, that's not my hand. Wait, is it? You know? But yeah, there's like multiple things like that throughout the game, which I'm like, holy crap, this is ridiculous.
Honestly, but, like, I can't play those games. I get scared too easily.
I mean, it's something, for sure. Even without VR, it's pretty, yeah. You gotta really like horror, let me tell you that, because, oh boy.
You know what game I really liked that me and you played, Lollipop? We played this game and we talked about speedrunning it. They had different zombies. Resident Evil 6.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Yeah, I mean,
it's got a great zombies in the Leon campaign, and then fuck zombies everywhere else. They don't exist.
Yeah, no, it's like if you ever played Resident Evil 6, the Leon campaign is good. The ending is a bit meh, but you know, most of it is good. And
pretty great.
Then the other campaigns are just like zombies? What's that?
It's literally guys shooting guns, and there's no reason for it.
Oh, you mean bandits with guns? That's what zombies are?
Yeah. Like, where do the zombies go? Honestly, Leon's campaign is the best campaign because it has what you expect in a Resident Evil game.
Yeah.
The others just have, hey, we got guns, and we kind of look like zombies, but we're not zombies. We're mutated freaks.
Yeah, it's kind of, I don't know, man, like, I don't know. I didn't like the fact that zombies were shooting at you and everything. It just felt like another shooter. It's just...
Oh, and fuck Ava's campaign.
Oh, God. Especially in co-op.
Fuck, I played him. I literally would stand there. I would walk past every single goddamn trigger. I'd walk past all the zombie triggers and such, and then you would come up, and then suddenly we're in a cutscene.
Yeah, because like the thing is, like Ada campaign was a solo campaign. They added the co-op mode in an update, right? And so the game is, you know, it's made around it being a solo experience. And so Ada, you know, she uses zip lines and stuff to travel around, but then the other guy is just following her everywhere. It doesn't make any fucking sense, because like you'll have the cutscene where she ziplines somewhere, and then boof, you have this armored guy just spawning in front of her, and you're like, what the fuck was that?
I love the fact where she would have to get on an elevator for something, and as the elevator's going down, she gets on it, and you just see like the armored guy is just already on there, just like, "What's up?"
He's like, "Hey, I've been here the whole time. What took you so long?"
He's just there. There's no reason why he should be there. He just appears.
He just
and,
keeps
like,
teleporting around. Yeah, it's fucking. He's
And
never mentioned at all. He's just like a generic soldier guy. It's just teleporting around with Ada, and it's like, what the fuck?
I remember one time you had to deal with some special zombie, and I had walked past the trigger, and then you came up, hit the trigger. All of a sudden, all you see is me just staring at you, getting destroyed by a zombie, and I can't do anything. I'm just kind of staring at you, watching you die.
Yeah, I would have preferred if they would have done like kind of a Halo kind of co-op thing where, you know, we play as two different Adas with like a different colored shirt or whatever. I feel like that would have been a lot better than just having this random armor guy being like, "Hey, what's up? I'm your bodyguard. I can teleport."
Hey, I'm behind you. Hey, I'm here. Hey, I'm on the elevator.
Makes no fucking sense.
I just disappeared from the cutscene. Hey, yeah, hi.
But even as a solo experience, though, Ada's campaign is total shit. Like, it's so bad. Oh, Jezzer just lagged out. Rip.
He couldn't handle the
he couldn't handle the Ada campaign. He's like, fuck this, I'm out. Yeah, we'll get him back in here whenever he comes back. There we go.
Hey, look, he's back.
Oh, hey, you couldn't take the Ada hate, huh?
You love the Ada Wong, don't you? You love the Ada Wong dong.
No, I legit cut out for I cut out for like 2 minutes before actually disconnecting.
Good. You didn't have to hear about the worst campaign of all time.
Oh yeah.
Nope.
It sucks. Don't worry. You don't need to know about it.
All right.
Yeah, but you know, Leon's campaign was great. But of course, you know, it's a way more action-oriented game than, let's say, the new Resident Evil 2 remake, which
I still need to play that.
Dude, it's so fucking amazing. I love this game.
I need to play. Like, I sit there, I'm like, I need to play this game. And
yeah, you need to.
And I go to play it, and I'm like, Borderlands time. Or, nah,
You're just scared. You're just a scared little boy.
Very much scared. I don't know how I'm gonna handle that game.
Yeah, it's definitely got this atmosphere. Oh yeah, it's something. I mean, oh my god, it scared me. I mean, I streamed the whole thing, and if I didn't, man, I would have been shitting my pants if I didn't have my chat to talk to.
Yeah, see, I would like having people to talk to when I play it, but I also want to get it on PC, since now I have the PC that can run it, because I didn't have a PC that could run it.
PC's great. You can add mods to like Mr. X, where he's like when he shows up, he's like he's got like that fucking music blasting or whatever, like kind of like Left 4 Dead with the tank, for example. So
I need to get it on PC. I think I might just say screw Xbox, and then if it ever goes on sale for a good price, just get it on PC and play it like that. Because I also want to, like, I have an ultra wide now that I really want to try out.
Yeah, if you ever get the occasion to play RE2, go for it.
It's
really definitely a hard game. Like, you have to manage your ammo and everything, and it will scare you. But, you know, at the end of the day, would I recommend this to someone who doesn't really like horror games or anything? I mean, it's a good way to get introduced into it. I feel like RE2 is a pretty good. It's old school, but it's new at the same time.
The remaster is so beautiful, though. Like, I think they did a great job. They didn't say, "Hey, here's just the same camera angles done prettier." They redid the entire game from the ground up.
Oh yeah, it's so good, and
that's the scary part about it too. Like, I get scared shitless when like a jump scare happens, or like when a zombie comes out of nowhere. Or I walk past a dead body knowing they're going to get back up and try and fight me.
Yeah.
So I don't know why I can't handle that, but that stuff it gets me.
It's a great game not only to play, it's a great game to watch other people play too, because you know when there's going to be a jump scare and you're just going to watch them freak the fuck out when it happens.
Oh yeah.
It's great. Like, I played it with my friend, I was like, didn't say anything, and I knew like Mr. X was going to show up in his face. And like when it happened, I was laughing my ass off because he almost shit his fucking pants next to me. I was like, yeah, that's wow. Mr. X for you. But yeah, it's great. It's like, if you're looking for a game to play like with your brother or like with your girlfriend or whatever, you want to introduce them to horror games, like RE2 Remake is a great fucking game to do that. They're gonna be scared shitless, but you know, it's You'll be laughing. I mean, to some extent, I guess you could say like Last of Us is like a
Like
horror game, but
that was an easy one though, and I played
well,
it all the way
yeah.
through. There's a great story and everything, but that was kind of easy. It wasn't that scary.
It's like there's different like the thing about zombies, right? Is there's different stories you can tell. Like some will be completely just horror, like Resident Evil, for example, which is really trying to scare you and be creepy and disgusting and whatever. Or you have stuff like Last of Us or Walking Dead. It's a bit more focused on like the human survival kind of feel of like, okay, post-apocalyptic, how do people survive? How does that affect them mentally and everything, right? It's like very two different types of zombie storytelling that I think, I don't know, which one do you guys prefer? Do you prefer like the survival or the horror part in zombies?
The Oregon Trail one. That is a great zombie game, by the way. That's an amazing zombie game.
Yeah, it's a nice little arcade game.
I did it on Insane first try, and I got all my people to the very end, and no one died.
Wow, you want a cookie?
I do actually. No, you don't understand. That was difficult.
All right.
Well, Kyle, though, he walked off on me.
Well, I'll give you a cookie if you answer my question.
What was the question? I'm sorry.
Oh my god, you're the worst.
I know I am.
Do you prefer survival storytelling or horror in zombies?
Survival. Because it's actually I like survival. I don't know why. Like games like Oregon Trail and such, I always get interested because I know I have to manage the food. I have to manage supplies, and I know if I make a mistake, like it's on me. But I know for stuff like that, it's more on me, and I like having it to where I need to try and keep people alive, but I need to like manage people, keep things organized and such.
Well, I mean, RE2 is a horror game, but you still have to do that. You still have to manage your ammo and your health and everything.
I mean, more of like at a food and water standpoint, general like basic needs to survival and ammo and such. It's more, I think,
you like the emotional impact of other people's lives being on the line,
especially if what it happens. Yeah, like Oregon Trail does perfect job at that until some bullshit happens. You have to kill them because they're fucking idiots.
Like me going on the road, taking a piss, getting bit. Good shit. What about you, Jess, or what do you like the most?
About what? Sorry.
Oh my god, I told the question twice now.
Sorry, like my...
If I could use that as an excuse, please tell me.
Alright, one more time, let's go. So, do you prefer a zombie story where it's more focused on the survival and emotional impact of people alive, or like the horror kind of stuff that happens to them?
The survival side, definitely.
Yeah, okay.
I mean...
So we all agree on this. The survival is a lot more interesting.
I mean, I haven't actually played through all of it yet. I think I'm at chapter 2 or 3, but I started playing the first season of Walking Dead.
Telltale game? Yeah. That's a really good game.
And it's a really good game. I should keep going into it, but yeah. Like that's definitely the side of zombies that I like way more.
Did you get the definitive series? Or
no, I did not.
Yeah, that apparently came out, by the way. I didn't know that they had. I forgot when it came out.
It's out?
But it's out. It's out.
Really?
Yeah, and there was really no marketing at all to say that it was out.
Yeah, it was like one trailer like, hey, look, we're remastering this remaster.
Yeah, and I honestly think I do want to get it, but I'm waiting.
But, I mean, Walking Dead, and not just Telltale, like, Walking Dead as a whole is probably my favorite fucking, like, anything zombies related of all time. Like, it's so good. Because it touches on so many different subjects, and, like, not just post-apocalyptic stuff. It goes into, like, really dark subject. If you guys ever read the comics, you know what I'm talking about. This shit is dark.
Those comics are awesome. Read those comics. They are awesome. I'm glad I read all of them.
I just want to throw out there, if you stopped watching Walking Dead on season 7 or 8 because you thought it was getting kind of bad, come back, because season 9 is fucking amazing. I watched it last week, and it's fucking great. Just trust me on this. Finish season 7 and 8, and just watch season 9. It's worth it. If you're a comic fan, you're gonna love it. So, yeah. It's a lot darker than the other seasons, and it's a lot more closer to the comics. It's just fucking amazing. I loved it.
Honestly, like I love, like when I read the comics, I loved how like similar it was to the show. But now I get to compare the show to the comics and see how similar the show is to the comics, and I can't wait to do that. I need to watch season 9. I just kind of stopped though because I don't know. I just kind of got uninterested for a little bit.
But yeah, Telltales. I mean, it's a different story. It's in the same universe. I think it touches on some subjects that the comic didn't really, and yeah, sometimes they touch on the same subjects and stuff. But I feel like Telltales, for example, episode 2, and I'm not gonna spoil anything, but if you've played it, you know what I'm talking about. Episode 2 touches on like a subject that the comics and the TV show, it kind of went on we've seen that before, but episode 2 was great because you had all this mystery surrounding it and figuring out what was actually going on and the reveal at the end. And it's only episode 2, so it's like all new for them. It's only been like a couple months ever since the apocalypse started, and it's all fucked up, and like it really impacts the characters, and I feel like that was something that they did better in Telltales rather than the other Walking Dead stuff. That specific thing, but I'm not gonna say what it is. But if you played episode 2, you know what I'm talking about.
I don't want to say anything because I wasn't a biggest fan of episode 2, unlike a lot of people.
What? It's like the best episode.
I hated it. I thought it was the most boring thing ever, but that's just me.
Jesser, did you play episode 2 yet?
Of the first season?
Yeah.
I don't think
at the
so,
farm.
No. I mean, the way you're talking about
it,
if I did play it, it would have rang a bell, I'm sure, but no.
So you played like episode 1, basically?
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
So you ended like at the motel, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You need to play the next episode. It's the best one.
I hate it, but that's just me. So.
No, it's fucking great.
No, it sucks.
Shut up, Trombone. You don't know what art is.
Listen, episode 5 is pretty lit, but I can't say anything about that. Love me. I love
episode 5 felt kind of rushed out, in my opinion.
It was short, but I really enjoyed episode 5.
No, it was great, but it could have been better.
It could have.
Whereas episode 2, they knew exactly what they were going for. I mean, episode 3 was alright, at least like half of it. If you never played Walking Dead Telltale and you're listening to this, go play it. Watch a playthrough of it, something. Like, it's great. If you're a Walking Dead TV show fan, you'll like it. It's pretty much the same. It's good.
Honestly, I think it's a better story at times.
So, yeah, sometimes. Like I said, like some subjects they touch on are a bit better introduced and stuff. Yeah, definitely. Enough about Walking Dead, because it's hard to talk about Walking Dead without spoiling anything.
So at the very end of the comics...
Yeah, so, Rick wakes up from the coma, obviously.
And it was all a dream.
It was all a dream. Yeah, it's like that. I can't believe people would like, I have a theory, guys. Listen.
It's all a dream.
That would be the lamest shit ever.
It would.
I mean, we might do like a bonus episode sometime where we just go all in on Walking Dead and spoil everything.
But Desert can't be here unless he finishes it all.
Yeah, so it'll be like a private episode kind of thing. If we ever do that, it'll be like a bonus thing.
A spoiler cast.
Spoiler podcast. We just spoil everything. I think we just spoil as much shit as we can in 1 hour and a half.
So at the very end of Super Mario 64...
Mario wakes up and it was all a dream.
Well, not Mario 64, but Super Mario World is a dream.
What?
So the
Spoilers?
End of Atari Pinball.
What if Mario Pinball was a dream? Oh no. So at the very end of Zelda, you figure out that your main character is not called Zelda, which is a big plot twist.
I thought you played Zelda. It's the Legend of Zelda, so why wouldn't you play Zelda?
I was trying to save Link, but
yeah, so was I. I don't get it.
I don't understand anymore, man. This plot twist is weird. They changed all the characters around. I don't get it.
Why is Zelda the princess? Why is Zelda Link?
I want to play as a princess.
I want to be kidnapped in a castle and have someone come and save me.
Spoilers, in Breath of the Wild 2, we play as Zelda saving Link because, 2019.
Oh,
that would actually be kind of an interesting twist, though. Not gonna
lie. It'd be a very weird twist.
It'd be weird, but
Link would just be
it could be interesting.
If it did happen, it would completely change the gameplay, because, Zelda doesn't have a sword.
No, well, she'll find the fucking sword.
Probably, but she has, weird Triforce powers or whatever.
That'd be interesting gameplay
she'll pull a
features.
Triforce
Yeah,
sword.
yeah, definitely.
Well,
She'll pull a Triforce sword.
even if she's not like the main character, maybe you just have like a section where like Link gets kidnapped or whatever, and you have to play as Zelda and save him for a mission or something. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
And then you can use her powers, although she doesn't have a sword. I mean, a lot of games do stuff like that, where, you know, you play as like the sidekick for a mission.
Better yet, you know what you can do?
Yeah.
You can just remove Link entirely. Oh, no, I'm sorry, remove Zelda entirely, and just make it all about Link.
Link saving himself?
No, just Link.
What?
It's just Link.
Oh yeah, that'd be
You
the
don't need
most
Zelda.
interesting story of all time. It's just Link.
Just Link.
I mean, Zelda isn't even in one of the Zelda games.
Is it Breath of the Wild?
No,
No.
Is Ocarina of Time?
Fuck.
it's actually the remake that came out last week.
Is it Wind Waker?
Link's Awakening. Zelda isn't in that game, actually.
So what is he
So-
doing?
I mean, the plot of the game is that you're trapped on an island and you're trying to escape the island.
What?
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
Why is it Zelda?
Because it's in the Zelda series.
You can make Master Chief on an island, and I can just name that Halo Island.
What? Yeah, but like, it would make sense though, whereas Zelda
No,
is
Master
like...
Chief can't swim. That's the point.
But yeah, he can swim. Did you never play Silent Cartographer?
Oh no, he can walk underwater. That's not swimming.
Well, you can drive underwater, boy. Like,
Well, yeah, but
you can't fucking swim.
But every other Halo game afterward, he forgot how to step in a pool of water. You step in one
Yeah.
little puddle, he's dead.
True.
I'm really sorry. I really need to go to the bathroom, so I'll be back in like 5 minutes.
You
I'm
can't
really
just-
sorry.
What?
I really have to go. Alright, be right back.
I get it. It's the island talk.
Yeah, he was like, oh shit, water. Islands,
Way too
oh
much water.
god.
Master Chief.
Too much liquid. But to continue on the zombie talk though, while Jezer's gone,
can't believe it.
I think I mentioned that on the earlier episode, but I want to go more in depth into it. I actually watched Dawn of the Dead recently, one of the classic zombie movies from George Romero, you know, which I never watched any of those movies before, but I heard it was very similar to Dead Rising, and I love Dead Rising, so I watched it, and honestly, I wasn't like all that like grabbed by it. I mean, it is an old movie, but I can still see why it was good for its time. There was some spooky moments, especially near the end when, you know, the zombies get in the mall and actually like fuck up their safe place, you know. That was kind of spooky because, you know, it's the one place where they always felt safe all throughout the movie, and now they're not, and it's like, oh shit. But there's one thing that I thought was really creepy in this movie, and I'm not even sure if it's intentional or not, but sometimes the movie, sometimes the zombies don't make sound, like they don't make noises, and they're gonna grab someone, like they're gonna be like really silent, and I thought that was really fucking scary because most zombies in recent years have always been making those zombie sounds, and like you're aware when a zombie grabs you. The zombies in this movie, like they will sneak behind you, not make a single sound, grab you and fucking kill you. Like I thought it was a lot more creepier to have zombies that don't make any zombie sounds. They just
let's take out all the zombies on some Call of Duty and see if we can do it.
Dude, it's probably a lot scarier to not have zombie sounds in COD Zombies.
Probably.
I
Especially
mean-
not. Oh man.
I mean, Knocked, the sounds in Knocked are pretty creepy, but still, when a zombie hits you, you hear him like being like, yeah, or whatever, right?
And you also hear them coming up on you.
Yeah.
Basically.
So imagine no sounds on them zombies. You never know where they are. They might be behind you. You don't know. You don't hear them. You hear footsteps, but you know that shit would be a lot. Dude, that would be so creepy just thinking about it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that sounds scary as fuck. But yeah, you know what I mean. Like I thought that was one interesting thing about this movie though, is like zombies didn't really make any sound. Or well, they did sometimes when they were like running or like, you know, aggressive or whatever. But they could be sneaky bastards though.
Them damn zombies sneaking up and stealing all my food.
Yeah, right. All my flesh.
Get off my lawn, zombies.
But yeah, I thought I would mention that because I thought it was interesting. Walking Dead, I mean, zombies are fucking, they won't shut the fuck up. Like,
Zombies are they're very weird. They don't follow certain things sometimes.
yeah.
It's like you'll have a zombie that's ultra quiet for a jump scare moment,
Mm-hmm.
and then all of a sudden you just hear a whole horde of zombies for no reason.
Oh yeah,
Like-
no, that's one thing that Walking Dead's been criticized for a lot is like zombies sneaking up on people, even though they're like the slowest fucking zombies ever, and they make a lot of noise, and like they're really not sneaky at all, but they sneak up on everybody.
Yeah. What I also thought was an issue in Walking Dead was in season 3. Yeah, in season 3, one zombie gets his arm torn off, and then he kind of looks at his torn off arm and is like, I can use it as a weapon.
What?
You know what I mean? No, like there's a zombie, his arm gets torn off. He has to rip his arm off of something.
Okay.
And then he has his bone, and he just kind of like stares at his arm quickly.
Oh.
And he goes up to one of the guys, it's not an important character. He goes up to one of the guys, and he literally just kind of slashed him with his arm.
I don't remember that.
What? It's in season 3. It's in the prison. When they're clearing out zombies in the prison with the
Yeah. Well, it's a bit more similar to the comics because, you know, the zombies would like, especially in season 1, like the zombies climb fence, they grab rocks, like they still have like memories of their past lives, kinda.
They were more like I think honestly in season 1 I kind of think that should have been a thing. That should have kind of stayed for season 2 as well.
Yeah.
But like I think at like season 3 it should have died down a little bit. But it only appeared in like one episode, and that was it of season 1.
Well, yeah, it's the thing. It's like they didn't go all through with it. If throughout the Walking Dead series it would have been consistent that zombies have memories and stuff, then yeah, I wouldn't have a problem with it. My problem is they got rid of it in like season 4 or 5 because then they focused more on the human side of things. Which, don't get me wrong, that's fine, but if you're gonna introduce a plot point about the zombies, you gotta finish it. You can't just like act like it never happened, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like season 9 kind of went back a little bit and tried to reintroduce it in some way, but like I don't think we'll ever really know what the fuck that was all about.
Honestly, I think after a long time, zombies shouldn't really have kind of memories.
No, no. At this point, they're gone. Now. Yeah.
They're all like even the makeup is, if I'm correct, it's a lot more now. It's like there's a lot more makeup. They're a lot more dead.
Oh man, in season 9 you have zombies, like you have one zombie in a scene where he's like stuck in between two trees, and he's been stuck there for like years because you can see like he's becoming the fucking tree, like he's a part of the tree now. Like he got plants all over his body. He's got like full of insects inside of his body. He's like he's a fucking tree, you know.
Wasn't there a season with a naked zombie
in Walking Dead?
Yeah, I think there was a big controversy about that on one of the seasons. I'm like, why does this matter? Like there was one naked zombie and everyone started freaking out because of it.
I don't think that was Walking Dead. No,
it was someone then, but I remember it being something. There was a thing there. But yeah.
Oh, hey, how was your shit?
Not fun.
Wait, you pooped?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
Did it come out the wrong end?
What?
Sometimes I hit the pump my stomach, it comes out that way. I don't understand it.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Alright. Thought talking about zombies was disgusting. You wait.
Oh.
Alright, well now that Jezzer's back and we are at the 1 hour mark, it's Q&A time. So let's go straight into it. The question this week for the community on Discord, make sure you join if you want to answer next week. The question was, are you a fan of zombies? If so, what's your favorite movie / game / book / whatever involving zombies? If not, why? And so let's start with you guys actually before we jump into the fan response. Yeah, are you a fan of zombies?
Yes. No, but seriously,
you went back, take another shit. It's like, god damn it.
In all seriousness, though, I really do like zombies a lot. They're really cool, and I love Call of Duty Call of Duty introduced me to zombies, and the fact that like what they are now, it's a lot of fun. I think they're some of the best evil thing that you can use.
Yeah, and even if they're overused, as long as you keep it fresh and interesting, like I think they're still great enemies. Yeah.
We didn't really touch on World War Z much, but I honestly think World War Z, like it felt like Left 4 Dead style zombies in third person. Mm-hmm. So World War Z did a great job of with zombies and such. So I like zombies a lot. I love them.
So what's your favorite thing? Like, what's your favorite movie, game, or whatever?
It's a hard one. See, obviously, Walking Dead is my favorite zombie show.
Yeah.
My favorite game, zombie-wise, Black Ops 3. Had to be Black Ops 3. And then, what was the third thing that you said?
Well, books or whatever. Just
books.
I don't know if you read any
And
zombie
the
books.
Walking Dead comic, and I haven't read any books, but the Walking Dead comics are also my favorite comics, zombie comics,
Oh yeah.
because they're amazing. They are really good.
What about you, Jess? Are you here?
Yeah. I'm not especially a fan of zombies. I mean, I don't really mind them. I think it's fine that they're. I don't mind that they're everywhere, and it's fine that they're used in a lot of things. But I'm not really especially a fan of zombies.
Hmm.
Do I have a favorite thing with zombies? Honestly, I don't really know the story or anything about it, but I'd say Black Ops Zombies is pretty fun.
Yeah, it's a fun
Yeah.
arcade shooter, I guess.
It's
Yeah,
great.
I'd say it's probably like my favorite thing with zombies, like as a main focus.
Mm-hmm. Just
So
mindless
it's-
fun.
It's got a great
Yeah,
story
there you
too.
go.
When you take the time to learn it, it's got a great, like, really interesting story.
Well,
I mean, I
don't know.
tried to learn it. I watched a freaking like hour and a half video that was explaining like all the heat eater story, but
Yeah.
It's a lot.
I don't
to take in.
remember. Yeah, I don't remember like half of it, and it's so complicated.
I mean, hey, I've been playing zombies for 10 years and I don't fucking understand the story, so There you
I've
go.
been playing it as long as you have, and yet I don't know why, but it's just one of those stories that I've really loved learning and such.
I was interested in the story like in the early days when it was more like grounded in reality and everything. When they started with all that mystical shit, I was like, alright, I'm done. I'm not following this
honestly,
anymore.
The mystical stuff really I think it kind of added to the story. In my
I wasn't interested in it.
Honestly,
See,
I loved
What
it.
fucks me up the most about it is the time travel and like interdimensional stuff.
That stuff to me is
Like,
amazingly cool.
I mean, BO3 overcomplicated everything. You know, back then in World at War it was like, oh, there's a crazy scientist that created zombies to win World War II. Okay, that's pretty cool. Now they introduce 115. That's how he did it. He used that alien rock, whatever. Like it was simple mystery. You didn't know everything.
Yeah.
And then
up to
Black
that
Ops
point, I get
1.
it.
Yeah, like that was interesting stuff. But then BO3 it came around and they were like, okay, so that rock came from this thing, and then they teleported over there to get this thing to make it work. And then it's like, oh my god, what the fuck? Why do people care? It's just like, I don't know. It's a survival game mode. It's just kill mindless fun zombies. You know, it's like I don't care at this point. Like,
Listen, I'm glad they have the Easter eggs in there. The Easter eggs are a lot of fun to do.
depends what map.
Yeah, but like, a lot of them are a lot of fun to do.
Yeah, for sure.
Rock's really fun. Shadows of Evil can go die in a hole because I hate that map. Setsubo no Shima can go die in the same hole because that map just sucks in general. Revelations, I enjoy the Easter egg, but I know you would like to see it go die in a hole.
Revelations as a whole could fucking just drown. I don't give a fuck.
Ascension through Moon, amazing Easter egg.
Okay, Revelations was so bad they had to fucking do Black Ops 4 to fix it. Okay, like, honestly,
It shouldn't have ended like it should. I think they kind of rushed the ending really badly for no reason whatsoever.
Oh, they're gonna do the same for BO4. Did you see the trailer? The new trailer they released yesterday?
No, I don't want to be disappointed at launch.
I don't know, man. I think it's gonna
new
be a good map, but yeah, there's a new trailer where it's like the intro cutscene of the map. I think.
All right, I'll go watch it after.
Yeah, it's about 2 minutes. It's it's interesting. There's a plot twist in there. I'm not gonna spoil it for people who didn't see it, but it seems like an interesting ending. But at the same time, it feels like they just packed everything up and just like they're gonna throw everything in our face in one shot and conclude everything in one map, which feels like a rushed ending. Pretty much, they're like, all right, guys, we have to end this. Let's figure out the most logical way to do it.
It's not gonna be very logical.
Yeah, exactly. I just hope there's not like a cliffhanger or something and be like, ha ha ha, joke's on you, Black Ops 5 coming out next year. Like, fuck
Joke's
off.
on you. We're not doing the Chaos story because that story sucks.
Yeah, it seems interesting. We'll see. At the end of the day, it is a remake.
I'm not excited for that.
No, me neither. And you know, they're returning the Thunder Gun as a wonder weapon, which I'm like,
The ice gun, you mean?
the Ice Thunder
Use you.
Gun. Yeah, I'm like, dude, you've already fucking like you reintroduced the Thunder Gun in Revelations, reintroduced it in Zombie Chronicles, and now you're reintroducing it for the final map. It's like just make a new weapon, man.
Where's my Wunderwaffe DG2?
Like that's the thing. It's like what I hated the most about Revelations is how they were using so much recycled content, but they're doing the same exact thing again. It's like, just make new shit. Just finish with a bang. Like, add a new wonder weapon that's like really cool that is only available in this map. It'll give incentive to play this map. You know what I mean? If I want to play with a Thunder Gun, I'll just go play any other map that has it. You know.
Revelations was also done at the same time Gorod Krovi was basically done.
Oh, so
they knew they kind of rushed it, and they just didn't bother trying to fix it or try to make something more of it.
Yeah.
Their fault. That was all on them. It wasn't time constraints or anything. That was just them being lazy.
They probably were thinking about starting Zombie Chronicles or something.
They shouldn't have. They should have waited.
I don't know, man.
Zombie Chronicles was the best thing that ever happened to Black Ops 3.
I just hope DLC 4 isn't that bad. Let's go back to the Q&A though, and see what people had to say about the question, now that we answered it. So, the first answer we have is from Mommy, who says, I like zombies, but I feel like they're the new bats. Basically, every game's go-to enemy when it comes to needing enemies. My favorite version of zombies are the Red Deads? The Red Deads in Zelda? I don't know, I never...
Yeah, the Red Deads, yeah.
Yeah. The idea of zombies are tired, but there are ways to mix it up, and Red Deads were a unique take to them. And that's kind of what we've been talking about earlier, is like, yeah, zombies are being overused in almost every thing, every game and every movie or whatever, but there are ways to still make it interesting and mix things up and, you know, make them cool, like cool zombies, cool enemies in games or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that pretty much confirms everything we said. Totally agree 100%. But yeah, I never played the Zelda games with those zombies in it. Like, what are they?
I mean, what Zelda games have you played?
I played Phantom Hourglass.
I played the Nun.
I mean,
were they? I don't remember if there were Red Deads in that one.
I don't think so.
But I mean, basically, they're not always zombies. I mean, in Ocarina of Time, they're kind of zombies, but they're more like mummies, I think, or whatever. But the way they work is when you go next to them, they scream and it freezes you. So like you can't move, and they inch themselves like closer and closer to you.
Oh.
Like once you're like able to move again, you can hit them, but they might scream again and just fucking start like eating your brains out.
Oh God.
And like take your life off. And when you don't really know like how to deal with them, they can be very unsettling. Yeah, like Mommy said, they really are a unique kind of spin on the zombies.
Oh yeah, well, that's pretty cool. Looks like a cool gameplay mechanic, I guess. All right. Well, thanks for your answer, Mommy. Next answer we have is from Huggy, who says, "Zombieland, baby." I mean, did you see Zombieland, Jezzer?
Nope.
Man, you guys are so uncultured. What the fuck?
It's a movie, right?
Yeah.
I think I might have seen it a long time ago. But
Well, it's a pretty old movie at this point, yeah. Well, it's like 4 survivors. Like you have like 2 guys and 2 sisters.
Didn't Emma Stone appear in that movie?
Wait, let me look up like images of the movie.
Yeah, it's like a comedy.
Honestly, it's never intrigued me. I probably will never watch it, to be honest.
There's some downtimes. Like, I'd say the first half of the movie is very good. The other half is kind of meh.
Yeah, I still not interested. I still probably would never do it. That's because, I like the more serious survival, not the horror part of it, not the comedy part.
Yeah.
Honestly, zombies and comedy don't mix very well.
You seen that?
I've seen that. It's been so goddamn long, but yes, I've seen it.
I mean, it's a good movie. Like I said, like the first half is pretty good. The other half's like bleh.
I'm the only uncultured twine here.
Whenever they get in the mansion, I feel like it's like when it started to go down and just be like, oh, okay, it's kind of filler and boring. I don't know. As a whole, I'd say the movie's pretty good. A lot of people, I think it's a bit overrated, to be honest. It does some things well. It does some other things kind of bad. But like I said, the first half of the movie, very good. Definitely would recommend if you've never seen it. But yeah, Zombieland. And it's kind of surprising because I know Huggy when he was on a podcast, and he mentioned to me multiple times over the years that he doesn't really like zombies, and he's scared shitless of them. So I'm kind of surprised he likes Zombieland that much. I guess it's probably because of the comedy side of things, which we didn't really talk about, but yeah, I mean, it's like a mix of horror and comedy, which, you know, makes it a bit less scary when, you know, you got jokes in between and shit. So
honestly, for me, though, zombies and comedy don't mix.
yeah,
It's just like zombies and musicals. That doesn't mix.
it depends. Like Dead Rising, I think does it pretty well, where it has a very serious story and tone, but you can dress up as like a naked man with a Lego mask.
Well, yeah, but it's
Like-
not anything like taking away from the story. I honestly
Yeah.
think comedy sometimes takes away. Musicals, even I know the musical that came out. I talked about this earlier. I still think that kind of takes away.
No,
from the
I
zombie
wouldn't
story.
watch that at all.
And mind you, I like musicals. I enjoy movie musicals. I just don't think I'd ever see that. If I do, it's just to see if it's actually that bad or not.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
see, what I think Dead Rising does pretty well is that it has comedy, but it's also like it's very like, for example, I think the best part about Dead Rising is the psychopaths that you defeat, right? That you fight. Some of them are like fucking, they're gone. Like they're so insane that it's hilarious. Like you have like as an example, you have like in Dead Rising 1, you have this clown that you have to kill. And he's a crazy bastard, just like laughing his ass off, just chopping down zombies and shit. Like he's insane, but he's still like a funny character. You know what I mean? It's like it's a weird take on it. Like they could have just made a creepy clown that was like really scary, but they decided to make him goofy because, you know, it's a clown and whatever.
See,
And,
I never played Dead Rising, so I don't know.
Yeah, but it's interesting. Like it's kind of weird. I think it's the whole insanity of it that makes it a bit funny. Like, you know, when you finally defeat him, he dies like being chopped off by chainsaws, and he's just laughing, which
there
is
a
really
guy-
unsettling.
Isn't there a guy that you meet that like he gets scared, he runs out and gets bit by a zombie, and you realize he peed his pants while getting bit by a zombie, or while he's killed?
Yeah. I think that's. Yeah, I don't remember which Dead Rising this is in, but yeah, there's a boss that this definitely happens to.
Yeah, I remember seeing a video on that, and that's really all I know about Dead Rising, other than the other like beta crap.
Well, it's really weird. Like you have this one survivor in Dead Rising 3 that's like it's like a fat lady that keeps eating all the time, right? And she's like, it's the apocalypse, I don't care if I die because of food. So she just keeps eating, but like she pukes and then she keeps eating afterwards, and like she's fucking insane. And she's like in this little cart mobile thing to move around, and like you have to fight her. And like it's so fucking weird. Like she charges you with the little cart and
my
like
God.
she's just like running at you, and then she pukes on you to make you slide, and that's like her attack, right? So like
That is really weird.
it sounds disgusting, but really it's more like goofy than anything
She sounds like
else.
my kind of woman.
Like yeah, for sure.
Oh, I dig that all day, every day, man.
But it's like, what kind of game or movie would that work, you know, apart from Dead Rising? It's the Dead Rising charm. It's so fucking weird, but it works. I don't know. And like comedy can work with zombies, but yeah, it's gotta be done well.
And recently, it's been done pretty badly.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, Dead Rising 4.
That was made in a year.
Less than a year. Oh
Sucks.
boy. Next answer from Alexi, who says, I'm particularly interested in Call of Duty Zombies game mode and some comedy movies like Welcome to Zombieland. I mean, Zombieland, I feel like it does comedy quite well. Like I said, the first half of the movie. After that, it becomes way too serious, and the jokes just kind of die, and like they don't really work. But I feel like the beginning of the movie is just, yeah, it works, and it's funny, but at the same time, it's kind of, you know, it's a zombie apocalypse, so it's kind of serious. I don't know. I can see why you like it, but once again,
Yes.
it's definitely not my favorite movie at all. All right, we have Tiffany Cox Big Cock Tart, trademark,
What the fuck? What?
who says, I love zombies. They are big and scary, and proceeds to be murdered by Jason Voorhees. Well, shit. He's dead.
That sucks.
Guess we'll never know why she loves zombies.
That sucks. It's okay.
It's okay. She'll be back there next week, though.
It's
I have a
just,
feeling.
It's just like that that other person from last week that has a TM at the end of the name.
Yeah, who's that one guy who always has
I have
trademark
no
at
clue.
the end of his name? It's so weird.
It's extremely weird. I don't understand. It's like they're really close to us again.
It's gotta be
Like-
Jezzer on an alt account.
What?
They've been here. They've been
Don't
here
lie
for
to
like
us,
7
Jezzer, it's you.
episodes.
We know.
What? No,
You're the
it's not
one
me.
doing this.
What? No.
Yeah, man, it's all you. It
You're
isn't me.
Tiffany Cox Big Cock.
I don't
Tart.
even know who Jason Voorhees is.
All right,
What?
I'm just fucking done. I'm out of here.
You don't know who Jason is?
Oh, Jason. Okay, no, I didn't know his fucking last name.
Yeah, false alarm. He knows who Jason is.
Oh, thank God.
I didn't know his last name though. I was like, who the fuck is this?
It's Freddy Krueger.
What?
Who?
What?
Shit, I'm
Dude, long
leaving.
nails.
Yeah.
Wait, you're not allowed to leave. Only I am.
Alright, well, thank you all for your answers. We appreciate it. Yeah, that's about it. Zombies.
They're overused.
They're
But
overused,
we love them.
but we still love them. I can understand someone who doesn't actually like the zombies as a whole and seeing it being in every movie and every game, like how annoying it must be, but I feel like they're just very interesting characters.
Zombie lives matter too, man.
Zombie lives matter. Alright, well that concludes pretty much the topic for today. So I'm just gonna finish off here by saying, once again, make sure you check out Spotify. Make sure you follow us on Twitch, as we're gonna start on doing these live.
Oh no, that's a mistake.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, are you guys excited for the live format?
I think it's gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yay, live format. You can see all my mess ups.
Yeah. I usually edit you out quite a bit sometimes.
Yeah, a lot, and not sometimes, just a lot in general.
Yeah. It'll be great.
Half the conversations I get into are just me rambling.
True. Sometimes it's interesting.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Only sometimes though.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
Half
Sometimes. No.
the time. 3/4 of the time. Never.
No, just a little bit.
Just about never.
Just about never, but sometimes, like,
Why am I even
Yeah,
here
like
still?
1/16.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
1/32.
Maybe 1/64 though. I don't
I'll
know.
try 1/28.
I mean, it's episode 7. Did he ever say something interesting yet? Exactly. So,
I don't want to answer this question anymore. I'm out of here. Bye.
okay, Trombone's
Isn't
gone.
it like the fifth time you left?
Yeah, ever since I did this one joke, he's just been keeping and doing it. Oh hey,
like
funny,
I've
you
overused
left.
I feel like I've overused that joke already.
Oh yeah, I was just saying that.
It was funny the first time someone did it. And
I
now
did it
keep
once,
laughing.
and you've done it like 10 times ever since.
I know, but it makes me laugh internally. I don't have a soul anymore.
Especially now that we have the Spotify version, it's gonna be really weird.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, we're gonna stop doing that, or
Stop
are
doing
we?
So at the end of the Walking Dead comics,
No, don't you dare spoil this for me. I still have
Wakes up
some.
in sweat in his bed. Oh my god, thank god.
what
I didn't
happens to
get spoiled.
Shane?
Shane wakes up in the bed next
Shane
to
wakes up
Rick.
from a coma.
He was there the whole time.
Music being romance.
It was Shane. Plot twist: Rick is actually Shane's brother,
What?
twin brother.
Plot
And
twist.
that's why he could see into Shane's stream the whole time.
Lori is actually Rick's sister. That'd be one really weird ass thing.
What the yeah, okay, I think we need to end this before it gets even weirder. What did I say about fanfiction material, Trombone? What did I say?
I heard. All I remember was Kyle's gonna make some of that shit, and it's gonna be real good.
I hope he does. I hope he
What?
wasn't just saying that. He better actually do fanfiction shit. I swear to God, I want to read
But I
it.
thought you banned Rule 34.
What?
No, it doesn't need to
That's
be
not.
Rule 24
It
in there.
doesn't need. What the fuck, man? Fanfiction doesn't necessarily mean like fucking porn, dude.
Oh, well, we get really weird definitions of fanfiction then. You should not know what
Do
I'm
you
imagining.
not know what a fanfiction is?
I do. Oh, I definitely do.
I don't think you do.
I know a porn fiction.
That's not the same thing.
I know.
Oh god, now you're giving people ideas.
I know what you're talking about.
Don't you dare make a fucking Rule 34 out of Trombone or Whatever. Don't do it. Never do a
I'll
face
do it.
reveal.
What? I take selfies and post them all the time.
Don't do face reveals for your own
Hey.
safety.
You want to see my pig guy? Wink, wink.
Hey, you know, we should totally do like a format where we all have our face cams and we all look very awkward.
Face cam.
Oh,
I don't
that'd
have
be
a face
funny.
cam.
I mean, I understand why some podcasts do that, but I'm like, I'm not like very articulate with my body, if that makes sense. So it would be kind of boring. I'd just
You
be
would all-
standing there looking at my PC screen and be like, yeah, interesting.
You're gonna stand.
Yeah, I don't sit, dude. I never sit.
All you would see is me staring directly in the middle of the screen, talking like this with no emotion whatsoever.
Exactly.
I don't give emotion.
Yeah.
I
Alright.
save it for when people
a bunch
deserve
of
it.
weird shit when I'm not talking.
You're just gonna see Jezzer drinking a beer can. You can see me
Eating
a fi-
cheese
a
in the
thing-
background.
Eating chips.
Go and take a
having
shit.
some poutine.
Eating cheese, drinking beer, and hitting my jewel.
Take
Wait.
the webcam in the bathroom. Take a dump,
Takes a shit mid podcast. Oh god.
reads the newspaper.
Talk with his brother in the background. Good stuff, man.
Oh yeah.
Man, the
Goes
stuff you
around
guys
that.
are missing without the cams.
I've robbed 3 banks in the time we've been talking.
Dude, we should do like one episode where we're all like using cams, but it's just like we don't give a fuck, so we're all like half naked in the dark at 4 a.m.
Oh my god.
And it's like, this is a professional podcast, I swear to God.
I'm down. Let's go.
I know you are.
I'll go half naked from the bottom up.
Oh god. Alright, let's end the episode here. It's about an hour and a half. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Once again, make sure you join the Discord to be in the Q&A section. And well,
we have a
like I
Discord?
said, we're probably gonna try and do a live stream of the next episode. So I'm not exactly sure yet how we're gonna do the format, but we're definitely gonna be talking to chat at some point. So if you ever want to come and actually join the conversation live, make sure you come and hang out and chat, and we'll make sure you're a part of the conversation.
Do I have to be there?
Do you want your cookies?
Maybe.
Then you better
Yes.
be there.
Fuck.
I'm not joking, man. I will drive down there and I will take your cookies.
It's okay, I'll have 12 hours to hide them.
Desert's gonna come with me, and he's gonna eat them
No.
in front of you.
Is
I'm
he
gonna,
gonna
I'm gonna
eat
eat
milk?
him in your face.
Are you gonna eat milk when you eat them?
He's gonna knock on your window at midnight, and you'll be like, "What the fuck?" And then you'll look, and it'll just be Jezzer eating cookies.
I'll be
Eating
surprised.
your cookies.
Your cookies.
I'll be surprised if he can even reach my window.
Well, we'll find a way.
I'll bring a
Ladders
ladder.
exist for
Don't
a
worry.
reason.
Bring a ladder. You're gonna need a crane, son.
Brings a fucking ladder. Like, you just see this guy walking on the street with cookies and a ladder, and you're like, what is he doing?
Yeah, I'm
Why
going to
is he
see
going
my
down my
friend, man.
driveway? Why is he going down my driveway?
Oh god. Alright. Well, yeah, that'll be this episode for this week. Hope you enjoyed. Yeah, we'll keep you updated on the live stream stuff. So
Cookies
stay
and shit.
awesome, everyone. We should have like a cool outro thing, like a catchy phrase or something.
Oh yeah, sure. Go ahead. I'll just walk away. Give me a second.
No.
Yeah, I don't
No.
want to be a part of this.
You,
I'm going this way.
you gotta create some. Alright, Jezzer, make a cool outro.
Thanks for listening to the podcast.
I heard that
Wow.
was lame.
That was,
You know me, I can't even tell what happened in my day when you're not on stream. Don't ask
come on,
me
man.
that
You gotta do
stuff.
like a PewDiePie charismatic outro. Like,
Wait, I got this.
I can't.
I got this. Bye.
God damn. Now everybody's excited.
I'll see y'all in the next one.
Yeah, we should do like, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure you check out the other episodes. Subscribe to us on Twitch and Twitter and everything. Stay awesome, bros. And then you just punch the webcam and you're done.
And it's not like a freaking PewDiePie brofist. You just straight up fucking
Just punch the webcam. Fucking break it.
You see like the video feed of it like flying all over the room, and then it just cuts out.
Dude, that's an awesome idea, actually. Holy shit. Like, if I had the money to buy like a webcam every episode, I'd totally do that. Sponge the shit out of the webcams.
You just get like a fucking $10 like shitty webcam on Amazon.
Just for the outro, and you just
Wait,
kick
yeah.
the shit out of it every time.
Get some fireworks and take
throw
your
it out
webcam
the
to the
window.
fireworks.
Oh god. Yeah, we have copyright on this idea. Don't you dare copy us. God, stealing content on YouTube. God.
Man,
You
it's
can't copyright it. Summit 1G already did it.
He punched his webcam as an outro?
No, but he fucking destroyed his monitor.
It's not the same thing, though.
No, you're right.
No, I would never destroy my monitor.
I have an ultra wide now.
Yeah, you're gonna destroy it. Yeah, oh shit, we should actually finish this.
Yeah.
We've been just sitting here rambling.
We've just been talking about how to finish.
I don't get it.
Okay,
Here,
yeah, you got it. Okay, go for it. Take us out of here.
Thanks for watching the podcast. Have a good one. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your night, your evening. Go eat your food. Go eat your children. I mean, your pizza. Bye.
What?
Alright, see you next week, everyone.